This is the news from Trekzone.
Welcome. This is your bite-sized podcast, catching you up on the latest science fiction production info. Coming up today, the continued fall from grace for Vic Mignogna, teases for Prodigy and Andor, a few comic first looks, and Zoe Saldana weighs in on the delayed Star Trek 4 movie. Let's dive in. In his continued fall from grace, an attempt to sign autographs without location permission has seen Vic Mignogna evicted from private property over the weekend. In footage published to YouTube, but since made unavailable, the former Star Trek Continues actor can be seen and heard verbally abusing security staff who had asked him to move on. After several minutes, Mignogna does leave, but not before the tirade of abuse, which included insults about the life of the security guards and a threat to release his own video, which, at the time of recording, still has not been shared. Last year, Vic Mignogna contacted Trekzone to express his disappointment at being excluded from our Star Trek Continues panel discussion, a decision deliberately made as the embattled voice actor continues to defend allegations of inappropriate behaviour, of which he denies any wrongdoing. Anonymous sources telling me recently that the behaviour on display in the since-removed video is not out of character, with bouts of shouting on and off the set of the Star Trek fan series Continues not uncommon. Well, written by Aaron J. Waltke and directed by Andrew L. Schmidt, All the World's a Stage is the next instalment for Prodigy, out this week. The official logline tells us that the crew answers a distress call to find a colony trapped in Starfleet's past. Not only are we teased with the mission of the week for our protostar cadets, but we're promised scenes from the Starfleet perspective, possibly as the real Janeway continues her hunt for her former first officer's ship. France, Germany, Switzerland and Austria, you guys have another month to wait until the series becomes officially available, but hold on, because it's worth it. Well, an IGN interview with Cassian Andor actor Diego Luna has given us some tidbits from at least episode 10 of the incredible Star Wars series that we didn't know we needed. We see Andy Serkis's Kino Loy telling his floor workers that no one is getting out of here alive, which is a vast departure from the character we've come to know, and even just a few episodes ago. He clearly now believes the Empire isn't listening and doesn't care about them. The callous euthanizing of a long-time fellow prisoner will probably do that to you. We see some action from orbit, possibly on the escape, and plenty of those prisoners rushing about in corridors. We're in for an incredible 3 weeks as this series wraps up. Well, just as quickly as it appeared, Star Trek 4 disappeared from Paramount's 2023 slate in September, and since then, news has gone cold. However, Uhura actress Zoe Saldana has broken her silence, telling Deadline's 20 Questions podcast that, quote, "I think as well it probably has something else to do with the project. But I know that we're all on the same page that we would love nothing more than to be able to come back." As Trek Movie notes, that something else could be related to director Matt Shakman's exit from the project in August. Star Trek The Short Story Collection is out now, bringing together exclusive short stories from the Star Trek magazine and tied to Star Trek Online. Set in the early 25th century, these shorts will feature characters and plots from the MMORPG, with a total of 19 stories illustrated with in-game visuals. Can't wait to catch those. In April next year, Star Trek Resurgence will hit game sale shelves, and IDW Publishing has this week kicked off a mini-series of comics to tie into the game. The miniseries is written by lead game writers Andrew Grant and Dan Martin, with art by Josh Hood, and will introduce us to the hero ship and crew of the game. The synopsis for the first comic reads: on a windswept planet bordering the notoriously hostile Talarian Republic, a scientist on the cusp of discovering technology that will revolutionize warp goes missing. The crew of the USS Resolute is tasked with an urgent stealth mission to recover Dr. Leah Brahms and keep her research out of any enemy hands. Trek Movie has given us some food for thought following last week's Prodigy, which saw the first canonical appearance of the Borg since the Voyager finale. They postulated that the cube explored by our intrepid adventurers is the same one as the artifact in Picard's second season. It was dormant because of the neurolytic pathogen Janeway released in Endgame, and with Zero waking them up, it's possible that they went on to encounter the Romulan scout ship. Now, I am very vastly paraphrasing all of that, so to catch this interesting idea, I strongly recommend you jump over to Trek Movie and read the original work from the team over there. The link, of course, will be in our description and on our official watch page on Trekzone. Well, Trekzone membership costs less than a cup of coffee a month. It's available via the join button. Let me correct that. There we go. The join button below on YouTube. For our podcast listeners, jump onto the trek.zone/support. And of course, supporting me grow this channel gets you first play access and behind the scenes goss. Super thanks to contribute once to say thanks for great content like this, or over on PayPal, which goes straight to our 20th anniversary budget, the trek.zone/PayPal. Do it today. Have my eternal gratitude. I'm Matt Miller for Trekzone. I'm going to catch you in the comments.